Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Mars Express, 2024, Jeremy Perrine. This film follows a private detective named Aileen Ruby. Returning to Mars with her partner Carlos empty-handed, the two proceed to take a new case involving a cybernetics student named Jun Chao. Jun Chao goes missing after escaping an attempt on her life, and Aileen and Carlos begin searching for her, but realize that the case goes far deeper than they expected. With new enemies rearing their head, Aileen and Carlos must figure out what happened to Jun before it is too late. Man, I was highly impressed with this entertaining and thoughtful sci-fi action film. This was a very exciting watch. The animation style is the first thing that is noticeable. Definitely influenced by films like Ghost in the Shell, what is readily apparent upon watching is the level of detail in the characters and how they move and interact with the world. Seeing details like sweat and blood pour out of Aileen in lifelike manners, the way Carlos would glitch out or run along, nothing ever looked janky or out of place. It made use of great motion blurring effects that helped action scenes. It had such a strong visual style throughout the film, especially at the end with all the code imagery and the blinding blue and white lights signifying a data upload. Musically, the film revels in its tech-noir aesthetics and atmosphere. Composed by Fred Avril, the score is primarily arranged with light, pulsing synths. It's a score that is primarily concerned with atmosphere, and it sits in the background most of the time. Compositionally though, each piece is just a banger, and it fits the tone of the scene it's used in. Lower, throbbing synths for action, but higher and more ethereal ones for the quiet sections of the film. Before we delve into the nitty-gritty of the writing, I want to be transparent about my experience with this film. This is a French language film, but I ended up watching the English dub of the movie, so I got a completely different cast of actors than what a French audience would get. While I do want to see the movie again with the French cast, I thought the English cast did a really nice job. Morla Gorondona was really good as Aileen Ruby, channeling her inner Humphrey Bogart, or more aptly, Harrison Ford. She showed plenty of macho, hard-nosed PI toughness, but she also balanced it out with performances channeling addiction and sadness really well. Portraying Aileen's partner Carlos is Josh Keaton, and he really nailed this role. Showing off some really subtle and powerful emotions, one of my favorite scenes was when he felt he had to lie about his interactions with his ex-wife. The way he delivered those lines was incredibly powerful and sad. As our antagonist of the story, we have Kif Vanden Heuvel as Chris Royjacker. Playing the charming corpo suit role to a T, his interactions with Gorondona presented such a fascinating dynamic. But regardless of what cast you get with this film, the writing is top fucking notch. A brisk hour and a half, every scene in this gumshoe tale reveals new information about the case and keeps the plot moving. It introduces new elements and ups the stakes regularly. It revels in the tech-noir of Blade Runner, but also the pulse-pounding action of one of Paul Verhoeven's sci-fi classics. But on top of being an exciting mystery, it is thoughtful as well. Our main characters are no saints. One is an alcoholic cop cliché, drinking her sorrows away. The other has a history of abuse that he is desperately trying to atone for. Carlos's arc is made more interesting by the fact that he had his consciousness uploaded to a robot after he died. Even after death, and literally becoming something new, people still can't wipe the sins of their past away. Carlos's arc ends with him feeling that he has no place amongst humanity, and joins the machine's collective data consciousness in space. On top of that, the film introduces all the classic AI questions that the world is honestly gonna have to think about more. With the growing rate of AI advancement, the world of Mars Express might become a reality. Humanity will soon have to wrestle with sentient machines and the ethical implications of placing safeguards on their learning capabilities. Will we have to face a time when corporations and governments Want to do away with machines like Roy or Industries wanted to do? Like, what's the alternative? The biotech that Roy Jacker introduced, which is not only inconsistent in functionality, but likely more of an existential threat than machine learning is? It's lots to ponder even for an hour-and-a-half film. Man, color me a fan of this sci-fi action film. Even though I did not experience the film with its original cast, the film's style and thoughtfulness won me over. A tech-noir film where our director builds on his influences to create something entertaining, intelligent, and unique. Definitely rent this one on demand if you are in the mood for a sci-fi story. Highly recommended. And I am feeling a 9.5 out of 10 on this one. We'll see where it lands once I see the film with the French cast. Catch you later, guys.